Hello everyone. Today we will study the third part of our chapter 3, water bodies. In this part of our video we are going to discuss about two things, seas and lakes. First we will start with seas. What are seas? Seas are the next water body after oceans. We have already studied about oceans. Oceans are 5 in number and we have already discussed about oceans. Seas are many in number. There are so many seas are there. Now what are the seas? What is the difference between ocean and sea? Ocean are huge big water body and seas are also a part of ocean. It contains salt water, but the difference is that oceans are very deep, vast compared to seas, and seas are usually water which is salt water which is usually attached to a continent. That is the most important point and the main difference between seas and ocean. Seas are salt water body which is attached to a continent. And oceans are, it is not necessary that ocean should come near a continent or a landmass. So seas are many in number. So many seas are there like North Sea, Red Sea, Mediterranean Sea, Arabian Sea. Like that, so many seas are there. And we categorize the seas into two. They are, we can see here, marginal seas and inland seas. Marginal seas are seas which is usually near to a continent, or it will be a part of a peninsula, archipelago, or a group of islands, etc. And they are usually open to a ocean. That is called a marginal sea. It is not covered by landmass. It is open to a sea. It is open to an ocean. So we cannot say any or see any demarcation between ocean and sea. Sea is a part of ocean. So they both are attached together. Like our Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean, and in the south we can see in Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean, and Arabian Sea. So in Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal are in two sides of India, and on the south we can see Indian Ocean, and they all these three are attached together. So such type of seas are called marginal sea. They are not divided or demarcated. And when coming towards the next one, that is inland seas. When we talk about inland seas are, in a short way we can say that they are lakes. Big huge lakes containing salt water are considered as inland seas. They are covered all sides by land. They are landlocked, like our Caspian Sea, Black Sea, etc. are example of this type of sea, that is inland sea. You have to pronounce it as inland sea, not island, inland sea. So two types of sea, marginal seas and inland sea. Now coming towards the next topic, that is lakes. What are lakes? Lakes are depressions on the earth. They are like a ditch where the water is accumulated. It can be from any other source, that means from glaciers or due to rain, etc. So the land or the play or the landmass which is below that will be of hard rocks, and the water will be accumulated, and usually we can see it near the mountains. And so many uses are there of lakes. And what are the uses of lakes? They are used for storing water. This water can be used for tourism, and it can be used for irrigation purpose, etc. When we talk about lakes, lakes are also of two types. They are freshwater lakes and saltwater lakes. Freshwater lakes means lakes which contain water which is free from salt, which doesn't contain any salt. And the second type of lakes are saltwater lakes. Usually the saltwater lakes can be seen near the seas, oceans, etc. And they contain salt water. So these are the two types of lakes, freshwater lake and saltwater lake. Now the more details about this seas and lakes, and about where they are located and what are the importance, and all the details are given in the second part of our video. And in that different lakes are given, and their importance are also explained. You have to by heart it. and let's move to the next part of our video. Let's continue with the PowerPoint presentation. So in the previous video we have already studied about oceans, and the second largest water body are seas. There are so many seas are there, and some among them we'll study in this part. What are its uses, what are the different types of seas, etc. we'll discuss in this part. Other water bodies which are found on the earth other than ocean are seas, gulf, bay, lakes, rivers, straits, lagoons, etc. are some water bodies. Water bodies that are smaller in size than the ocean are called seas. But we cannot make any demarcation between an ocean and a sea. Sea is a body of salt water which is generally a part of ocean and is attached to a continent. That is the most important point. Sea is a salt water body. It's generally a part of an ocean and attached to a continent. Seas are smaller than oceans. Their waves are smaller. No big current flows through them. The seawater contains a great concentration of salt and minerals in it. So these are the important points of seas. They are smaller than ocean, their waves are smaller, and the most important point is sea is a body of salt water, generally a part of ocean, and it is attached. That means it is nearby a continent or a land mass. The seawater contains a great concentration of salt and minerals. Now we'll study about the distribution of seas. Seas are of two types. Two types of seas are there. Generally we divide seas into two types. They are marginal sea and inland sea. So the two types of seas are marginal sea and inland sea. The marginal sea is the first one. It is generally a division of ocean, particularly enclosed by islands, archipelagos, that means a group of islands, or peninsulas adjacent to or widely open to ocean as the surface or bounded by submerged ridge on the seafloor. Only this much is important, that is it's an open sea. That means there is no, it's not covered, it's joined with ocean. You can see here Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, which is not covered by all the, or the sides are not covered by landmass. It's a free one, it's a part of ocean. So that is a marginal sea. Some marginal seas are, examples are Bering Sea, Caribbean Sea, Arabian Sea, Red Sea, then Bay of Bengal, North Sea. All these are the examples of marginal sea. In that, the first one is Bering Sea. It's very important for marine life, and this marginal sea, it's a marginal sea of Pacific Ocean. First one, that is Bering Sea, it's a marginal sea of Pacific Ocean. Caribbean Sea is a marginal sea of Atlantic Ocean. Arabian Sea is of Indian Ocean. Red Sea is a ocean which is nearby Indian Ocean. It's lying between Africa and Asia. North Sea is a marginal sea of Atlantic Ocean. So it's a marginal sea is usually an ocean, sea which is a part of an ocean. Now we'll see the difference between a marginal sea and the next type of sea, that is inland sea. Inland sea are usually big, huge lakes. Large lakes in continental area are often termed as inland seas because of their salt water and vastness. For example, Caspian Sea, Black Sea, etc. You can understand the difference. It is covered all sides by land. That means it's a landlocked one. And because of its huge size and salt water, it's termed as inland sea. Example, Aral Sea, Black Sea, Dead Sea, Caspian Sea, etc. are some of the example. So that is all about inland sea and marginal sea. Inland sea means it's a large lake in the continental area. Its all sides are covered by landmass. It's like a lake. It's almost similar to a lake, but it is salt water, contains salt water, and due to its vastness, it is considered as seas. So such type of seas are called inland sea, and the seas which is joined with the ocean or which is a part of ocean and nearby a landmass, we usually call it as a marginal sea. Now we will move to the next part of our class, that is lakes. Now we will discuss about lakes. Lake is a small water body that is bounded by land on all sides. So it's similar to our inland seas, that just what we learned now. Lakes are small water bodies that is bounded by land on all sides. That means it's a depression on the land. It's a depression on the land surface where water accumulates. It is filled either by surface water or by groundwater or both. That means either surface water or groundwater. Some lakes are Caspian Sea, Lake Superior, Lake Victoria, Lake Titicaca, etc. are some of the important lakes. Some lakes are big, huge, some are deep, some are small, like a small pond like Changu Lake in Sikkim. And lakes are classified into two types, freshwater lake and saltwater lake. Freshwater lake, its example is Lake Superior, which contains fresh water, and some lakes contain salt water, that is salty in nature. They are, one example is Ariel Sea. Now let's move to the next part, that is major lakes of the world. It's important to learn. You can see that some deepest lake, highest lake, saltiest lake, etc. here. So just discuss about each one. The first one is Lake Baikal in Asia. It is considered as the deepest lake. 5 important lakes of USA are glacial lakes, that means lakes which is originated from glaciers. And they are Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, etc. some of the important lakes. The next lake is of Russia. Its name is Onega. Onega Lake is in Russia. The next one is Lake Titicaca. It's in South America. It's considered as the world's highest lake. Next one is Lake Victoria in Africa. It's a natural lake. There are natural lakes and man-made lakes. Some lakes are used for generating electricity, or some are used for storing water, and like that so many uses are there. That's why it is written there as natural lake. Some are used for storing water and some are used for irrigation purpose, etc. Lake the Victoria is in Africa. The next lake is Lake Eyre in Australia. It's a salt lake. That means the lake contains salt water. Dal Lake in India, Lake Chilka, it's a lagoon. Great Bear and Great Slave Lake in North America is another 2 examples of lakes. The next one is Lake Onega and Lake Kokonor is another important lake. This Kokonor is in China. So these are the major lakes of the world. So you can study this because it can be asked as an objective type question for your exam. Now the next part of our chapter is rivers. That we will continue in our next class. So in this part we discussed about 2 important things. First one is seas and the second one is lakes. So here we wind up our third part of our chapter, and the last part will be uploaded soon. So watch this and study the important points. Thank you.